It was a little bit more still in news too, man. Obviously,
just dropped today.
Yeah, man. Coach Tomlin, he had went on and he was doing an interview, virtual interview. Shout out to Zoom again. I know you hate Zoom, but shout out to Zoom. He was talking with reporters, and he was first off, he named two starters, 2 out of the 3 starters, man. He said coming into this season that Tyson Alualu is going to be the starting nose guard. He'll get the first crack at it. Matt Filo will be starting at left guard.
Which I'm a little surprised by that. I guess not really, because we talked about it. But if I didn't have any of these conversations with you, I'd be like, whoa, this is coming out of left field here.
Because he started at right tackle 15 games last year. He moved to left guard only for the Rams game. And then he said that Banner and Chuks will compete for the right tackle spot. Now, I said those names, Banner first, Chuks second, because that's how Coach Tomlin said it. Because in my mind,
that's alphabetical order too.
Well, my thing is this: I said, well, first off, bro, somebody got to go out there first, competition or not. So I want to know who you have going out there first. Are you going alphabetical order? Let me know. I don't want to be giving all bad information. So I worded it the exact way he said it: Banner and Chuks.
I think Banner's won everyone's hearts with.
Banner's awesome.
With who he is, his personality. I think people are rooting for him naturally.
He came on the podcast too. But see, man, I like them both. I got relationships with both of them, man. So I'm always torn, like, in these type of situations here, man.
At the end of the day, whoever helps us win, I think
without a doubt,
Banner being there just helps media coverage just
it makes it so
interesting and all that type of stuff. But whoever helps us win at the end of the day is what it's about. And he would agree with that.
Yeah. So, and put it like this, Banner came on the show, so I'm going to be a little more loyal to Banner. Me and Chuks then got into it playing, doing our youth football camps, our youth football teams, flag football, that thing, 7-on-7. We done had our disagreements a couple of times. Sorry. It gets heated out there.
Were you quarterback?
We always are quarterbacks. Got to be.
Yeah. How's like your attributes?
Listen,
so you got a fade ball?
Listen. I've been doing
Clutch factor, it factor?
I've been doing these we've been doing the Steeler youth camps. I've been a part of 7 years now. 6-7 years now. I've only lost once. And that's because Charlie Batch cheated, and then I came back and spanked him the next year. And he wanted to fight me after. He did not talk to me for like a month or 2 afterwards.
I remember you telling this story.
Absolutely.
So you got the it factor.
Yeah,
that's
we
what
don't
I like
play.
to hear.
We going deep. We'll move the ball. We got strategy, clutch. Not worried. And and I'm the only one that actually organizes the defense out there. Everybody else just wants to throw the ball, play offense. I'm out there. It was plenty of times where we were legit running on defense. Well, we ran in the game sometimes, like hand signals, calls, everything. Oh, wow. It was crazy. And we were frying people. In fact, Tyson, shout out to Tyson. His son has played on my team before, and we demolished people. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
So, yeah, I guess, are we both just leaning Banner just based off name recognition and all that type of stuff?
But the thing is this, though, man, when you watch the tape, obviously, Chuks, Chuks was the higher draft pick of the two. And Chuks he has more familiarity in the scheme. But I think if Banner, and the biggest thing with Banner was the weight element, right? And obviously, he wasn't drafted here. He talked about that a little bit when he came on as a guest. With Banner, that was it.
Well, he was saying, I think he was supposed to be a first-round pick.
Right, he was supposed to be a first-round pick. He was just overweight, like a lot overweight. So for him, man, as long as he, and you saw the picture he just posted, I think it was today or yesterday, like he looks good. He's been working his tail off, which is a huge testament to him. He talked about some of the nutrition and stuff like that on the podcast. If he's in the right weight, bro, he can move with the best of them. He's like an athletic freak. And just a massive man in general, just talking about the size. And the thing that I love about him is like his passion. He wants to be great. He wants to come out here and dominate people. So I think with him in that regard, like I'm excited for him. Whereas I know with Chuks, man, Chuks can ball. Chuks is another guy who's hungry, wants to be the guy as well. So that's why I think it's going to be a healthy competition. But at the end, I don't think it's going to be a loser in this situation because either one of them that wins it out is going to be huge.
Both going to be on the roster.
Right, but the next guy is going to be how Banner was last year in terms of being the sixth guy. or the swing tackle / extra O-lineman, which we use a lot.
Did we only start using that last year?
No, we've done it before. And this is the thing that's funny.
It felt like last year just because of the eligible thing.
But this is the thing that's funny. Chris Hubbard, who got the $30 million deal to go to Cleveland, started out as a 6-man extra O-lineman tackle. We would call it the Georgia Extra, and we'd always laugh like, "Oh, Hub, all right, I see you in there." And then from there, let's see, Kelvin Beachum, who's made tons of money. He started with Jacksonville and now he's with the Jets as well. He was extra lineman as well. Same type of dude. So when you go down the list of the guys, you're like, okay, like, that's a legit spot. Like, it's not like in some offenses where only the 5 are going to be out there and they have like legit tight ends that they use. No, in Pittsburgh, they're good, man. They're going to put out their old lineman.
Am I just off that we were using this more last year as opposed to other years?
No, it was just more talked about last year because the whole banner thing. Think about it, if they never would have started saying number 72 is eligible.
Did they just start saying that this year?
No. They've made that rule when New England beat the Colts.
It was the Ravens.
Yeah, you're right. The year before the Ravens, because they were switching the personnel and you wouldn't know who's eligible. So like setting your defense, they were throwing you off. And not knowing who's eligible changes everything from a coverage standpoint.
He always finds the loopholes, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were dudes covering guys that were like, oh, he's technically a tight end by body, but he's not eligible because of where he's aligned at.
So wasting your coverage.
Yeah, where the guy that's wide open is over here, but because he's aligned there, you're thinking like, oh, no, that's the offensive lineman. He can't be eligible. And yeah, they were just killing him with the rule. So that's why they made it where you have to announce it. But I think with Banner's personality and everything that went along with the media coverage, and you got to think this year, it wasn't a lot to talk about on offense, was it? A lot of that plays into it.
That was the highlight. Yeah, because 72 is eligible.
Think about this. In the past, when I talked about when I talked about Kelvin Beachum, who were the receivers then? You talk about having AB. You talk about having Martavis. You talk about a Juju. You talk about a Marcus Wheaton. We can go down the list of all these receivers that were here.
It was probably like, I don't care about that. I don't care about
that. No.
Just let me know when we're going to score.
Whereas last year, it was like, we need something to cheer for on offense, baby. Oh, all right, 72 is up. I'll drink to that. Like, let's be real.
That's what was going on, man. It was that Dolphins game.
Absolutely. So that's my thing. I'm like, bro, they've been doing that. The Steelers have. Like I said, before I came here, and then once I was here, and then they're still doing it after I left. And those guys, they go on to have very successful careers, make a ton of money. So it's nothing new. It's just, like I said, this year, man, when you lose your franchise quarterback, it gets rough sometimes, man. Okay? It gets rough.
It was rough.
So you started trying to find different storylines, different narratives, because we tried to go with the Mason one, and it didn't pan out at that time. So then what was the next one? The Duck one. And then that didn't pan out all the way. So then it went back to, okay, this and that. It was just a whole bunch of fishing for stuff. Whereas in the past, when have we ever had to talk about that? In the past, it's simple. Ben, AB, Hines, Tonio, Plax, like you just go down. It was clear cut. That guy. Oh, and this the running back right here. Like, we're good.